All right, we are officially horned the hell up.
Nothing got me,
baby.
Nothing got me more horned up than these last couple of signings the Vikings just made today. I am so horned up right now.
Everybody's horned up. I can't wait. I can't wait to start talking some free agency, see what everybody's thinking, see if we're just on the same page or completely different book.
It's been quite the diverse opinions on Twitter. You got some guys level-headed, other guys jumping off ship. A lot of diversity here.
Yeah, Swayze, I'm gonna. I like your Quaker Oats fella there. Under Quaker. That's fantastic.
Oh wow, that is good.
Seen a lot of these comments. We're definitely gonna be talking about this as well.
Yeah.
More so, we have somebody that's trying to make up for their mistakes with little room.
Yeah. There's definitely a sense of where this team is going, what the plan was, and I think it's starting to show itself.
We'll wait a little bit, see if he wants to hop on.
Yeah, Hoffers, that was nuts. 6 year, $120 million.
Matt Burns, when he pees, is going to lose his shit. JC Treader is not coming home.
And when he poops. Been confirmed.
It's gross. Egg Guy Rocks in the house.
There he is. Missed you guys last
Swayze.
week. One bar still looking tan from his trip.
Yep, real tan.
Did you grow the other side of your beard in?
No, that'll never come. Come on, Swayze. Chip her up, man. Doesn't matter who the backup is. I mean, at this point, it'd just be funny. Can't even get upset.
No, I'd be upset. Matt Jelly Monster is the munt of the comment section.
Munt.
Well then we need to find a Schlotman then.
Schlotsky. We'll give him a couple. Give him a minute or two here. Lot to dive into. Right. And subs have been going through the roof. We're gonna be at 7K real soon. So thank you everybody who subscribed.
We're gonna be two giveaways behind pretty soon.
Yeah, we sure will.
Ugh.
Yeah, Matt Burns. How about that? That guy, I really hope there's some sort of refund policy.
Well, maybe Brady will get hurt and he won't throw another touchdown.
I'm limped up after today's signing. I don't know what limped up means. Is that the opposite of limp?
He's not hard.
Oh, limped up, though.
He's going off horned up.
Oh, Bagler's in the house. Look at Gilbert Grape. That's Luppagus is Leo in that film.
Oh, I think I've actually done that hand movement on.
Bob
there you go, Bob. There you go. Tim Voss and listen to a lot of Anne Murray.
Tim Voss, you can call me anytime. We'll talk. We'll talk it out.
Doesn't your dad have a cassette of Anne Murray?
I don't know what the hell Anne Murray is.
Is she a country singer?
I don't think so. Maybe.
She's something like that, I think. Canadian singer.
Give it away now. All right, let's do this. Let's talk Vikings. Let's talk some free agency.
Let's do it. We got an agenda we're going to roll out. So, obviously, the big thing, the big talker, Kwesi Odefo, whatever the hell his name is, he has had his first shot now being the GM. He's made moves. He's brought guys in. He's let some guys go. Are we happy? Are we happy with what we've seen so far from Kwesi Adofo-Mensah?
Yeah, he brings in the big man, Horrible Harry at defensive tackle. We got ourselves a nice starting inside linebacker as well. And today we got some interesting fellas that nobody's really heard of.
So I want to hear what everybody thinks. How are they feeling right now? Because like we said a little bit earlier, Twitter's been really just over the map on this today or this week.
But it's very clear that regardless of any signing, there's some people that just will never be happy. Just won't.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. Patrick Swayze, don't be giving out grades yet. We're going to save that to the end.
Grades at the end, Swayze craze. Ed Guy Rocks is not happy. Jay Larsh, Dakota Dozier 2.0. That might actually be a level below Dakota Dozier, and I don't like to say that.
I don't think that's possible.
Sure it is.
Was that Oli Udo then?
Mike Hunt is not horned up.
D-, we got a grade of a Z.
We have our first Z in the house.
Glad Jordan Berry back. Swayze is all worked up.
Yeah, I mean you can't be not excited about the about Horrible Harry and her new linebacker? I mean, if you're not excited about them, I guess, yeah, I'm excited. A defensive tackle that will actually be healthy and will play. What's not to be excited about there? Big run stuffer. No more of this Kamara 6 touchdowns on her ass. Horrible Harry would never let that slide. Ever.
His head alone is big enough to plug the A gap. Ashley Campbell says we got cheaper and less talented. Did we get less talented? I don't know if we did that.
What are we doing at corner? Yes, that's definitely going to be a talker. I'm happy with Quessie's moves, approach so far. I mean, I guess it depends on what your expectations were for a team that has no money, that is not the current GM or coach's fault. It's not. They extended Kirk Cousins to free up money. I mean, I can see these moves being like, all right, this is very lackluster, but how is it the GM's fault? He has no money to spend. He has negative money.
I think the only reason a lot of people are upset is because they thought things were going to blow up. Kirk Cousins being traded, some big names being released. None of that has happened. It's been pretty much missionary, pretty much vanilla. You bring back Kirk Cousins. A couple decent, fairly big signs, Harrison Phillips and Jordan Hicks. But really, I don't think the splash factor that everybody was expecting, it didn't happen. And I think that's why there's a kind of a big letdown.
Swayze, if you truly believe Hicks is replacing Kendricks, I will come to your house and I will not leave until you ask to please. I'm going to sit there and I'm going to make you breakfast, lunch, and dinner. There's no way in hell he's coming here to replace Kendricks. If so, I will punch myself in the crotch until I pass out.
Picture those two playing next to each other in the middle. Then you will be all horned up. The limp guy will definitely be hard as a rock. And I think what they've done so far, it just shows what the plan was. I mean, Kwesi came in here saying he was praising the roster. Connell came in here praising the roster. So it's like they're not lying. They were true. They meant what they said. They're doing what they said. They liked the players they had, and they're kind of keeping the players that we had. I think this roster is going to look a lot like what it did last year with some minor changes here and there. What I think really is what it's just showing is ownership thought the coaching staff was the problem, not so much the players. And the fact that there's a new coaching staff in now, that's going to be the big upgrade. That's going to be what's going to change this team around. And from what I've seen so far, that looks like to be true.
Yeah, I mean, they're clearly still all in to win now. So the second they re-upped on Kirk Cousins, it made it very clear that they're not just blowing smoke up their ass. Kirk Cousins at this point gives them the best chance unless they pulled off some blockbuster quarterback trade, which they didn't. So if we want to win, this is our best chance. I mean, I don't think anybody can deny that. I mean, we're not going to win with a Willis drafting Willis. I mean, that's just a start over. So I'm along for the ride. I would have loved to see some more sexy signings. I would have loved to see them get one of those top guards. Wasn't doable. I mean, look at the money they were getting. We can hope for a JC Treader. We've seen some comments there. I'd love JC Treader.
And let's talk about the money, because really the deals Kwesi's made have been fantastic. Jordan Hicks came in at a bargain. Harrison Phillips deal is very cap friendly as well. So they're not overpaying. Look at what Jacksonville's done. They give Christian Kirk like $90 million. Kwesi is spending smart money. He's getting good players at good value. So you got to love it from that perspective. Maybe he's not bringing the players that you want right now, but it's not just the first 3 days of free agency. We got a lot more weeks to go. A lot of players are still out there, and we got the draft. So there's a lot more coming. But yes, maybe it's a bit of a letdown because I think everybody's expecting Cousins to be gone, getting extra first-round picks, then maybe Hunter being traded, guys being restructured, let go. It just hasn't been the big breaking news that we were expecting.
Yeah, and I mean, just because the roster is staying the same, we have to remember we have a brand new coach. We have a coach that is offensive-minded. It's going to be completely different. I don't care if they're bringing the same players back. This coach is actually going to talk to his quarterback. They're going to like each other. So let's see what a coaching staff can actually do with a very talented roster before we just pull our panties up into our ass and say we're jumping ship. Let's let them give them a year, see what happens. I mean, they haven't even played.
I used to do it all the time when I was little with my little tidy whities, pulling up my ass crack, running around the house. It was awesome.
Sounds uncomfortable and
a lot of bacon strips.
Sounds like very dirty underpants. So I'm letting it play out. I mean, I'm not smarter than these guys.
No, and then you see the signings to the Johnny Munns. We actually joked about it in our Rams free agent video. The Schlotmans, these coaches are going to want their guys, these guys that no one else knows, that they're comfortable with, that they know their systems. Those are valuable to those guys. So there's going to be those kinds of signings. You can't be shocked by them. There might be more of those. We got whole new coaching staff, coaches from all over the league, different teams. They have guys they like, and they know what these guys can do in their system. So they're going to bring those guys in, and yeah, it's going to be gross. We got to do some studying to figure out who the hell these guys are, but they're Minnesota Vikings now. All we can do is give them a hearty skull.
Yeah, we're signing these third-tier guys because that's all the people we can sign right now. I mean, after Hicks and Horrible Harry, until those restructures come out, that's all we can do. So you might as well. I mean, if we're going to sign them anyways, sign them. Wait for the restructures to come out, and then do a little bit of damage.
What I love about Harrison Phillips signing is just everybody in Buffalo saying how much they love this guy, take care of him. We're so sad to see him go. That's what you want to see when you sign a free agent from a team. When you hear like Schlotman, everybody's saying, thank God he's gone. I mean, but when you're going with your key guy, and then here's the thing, Phillips is replacing Michael Pierce. Michael Pierce, actually, that's one thing I want to talk about and put on our agenda. Let's talk about it right now. Where would you rank Michael Pierce all-time Vikings free agent bust? He's got to be damn near top 5. I mean, what a freaking bust he turned out to be. 7 games.
When he was out there, he was good.
You gave him your you called him your what was it? Turd of the year, in other words.
Because he wasn't out there. That was easy.
He was good the Bengals game. After that, it was, I mean, everybody could still run on us. He was supposed to stuff the run. It was horrible.
I'm just saying, when he was out there, I mean, he was worth it. I mean, he was worth it. He just wasn't out there. You're saying, I mean.
No, I was disappointed in his play. So
you didn't even like Tomlinson's play. You didn't like anybody's play.
I didn't. Well, we couldn't stop the run. You go bring these 2 big guys in to stuff the run, and everybody's running right over your ass. What's the point? I think Harrison Phillips is going to eat up those gaps, eat up those blockers, and Jordan Hicks and Eric Kendricks are going to feast in the middle.
I think it had a lot more to do with not just the guys in the middle, but I mean, I'm not giving him a pass by any means.
Well, I think Phillips going to end up being an upgrade over Pierce, and I'm curious to see where he ends up.
Oh, of course he's going to be an upgrade. He's actually playing.
Well, we'll see. Maybe he'll get hurt too. It'll be another free agent bust. But seriously, though, where does this rank? I mean, because Pierce was a huge free agent bust, and whether it was because of injury or not, he paid a lot of money for this guy, and he got 7 games out of him.
Oh no, he's a bust, big old bust. But where's he rank up there? I mean, Fred Smoot was pretty big bust. I'm trying to think of some other big old busts. But
Greg Jennings, I mean, he wasn't great for us. Would Berrien have one good year? I mean,
yeah, Berrien was fine. I mean, Greg Jennings had Christian Ponder throwing him the freaking ball.
Thomas DePay was a big disappointment.
Nobody had any expectations for him. A lot of comments. Yes, Conklin is a Jet. I hope he's Kyle Wilson's best friend. I hope he gets 87 receptions because Kyle.
Keep calling him Kyle. Zach.
God, you're right. Kyle Wilson.
Aaron Boone. Yeah, Ellis Gregor, good one. Big time bust.
Boontang. Yes, he was a big old bust. Man, did I have I thought Super Bowl. Frickin'
Yeah, I
Super Bowl.
think we did shots that we tore his butt cracks when they signed him.
Yeah, Mike Wallace was a bust. Absolutely. Donovan McNabb was a bust.
Yeah, he just quit. He was brutes.
Turns out he was absolutely ass. Let's be more positive here. I don't want to talk about busts. Let's talk about Schlotman and how he is going to be a freaking steal.
I don't think he'll be a steal. I think he'll be a role player.
Nah, he'll be a role player. He's going to.
I remember that cartoon. What was that guy called? That Captain Caveman.
What?
Looks like one of Wumbar's nuts. That caveman.
So I'm seeing a lot of comments like they're actually. I mean, is there a report that they're actually trying to trade Danielle Hunter, or is it just like?
I think it's just a scuttlebutt.
Mailman Bob down the street said, "I heard that they're going to trade him." Is there a credible?
Average Gamer says it's per Ben Gosling. And they have to get rid of his salary or do something by Sunday because otherwise they're on the hook for like $18 million. And I don't know how is the salary cap just pretend because I know we were $250,000 below it by the deadline, but then we go out and sign Schlotman and Munns.
They haven't actually signed him yet.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing. So I mean, this thing is just all you can just massage this thing.
Yeah, like they're going to have to do something soon. They're still just agreements here. They haven't officially signed them. So and also Jordan Berry, he's back. Big long hogger. Boom!
I think you called him the moose cock.
Yeah, I did, unfortunately.
Greg Joseph has been tendered, so he's likely to be back as well. So, for the first time in 3-4 years, our entire special teams, core of our special teams is coming back. Don't have to worry about who the punter is going to be in August, like we have every other year of our lives.
Yeah, what can we get for Hunter? I mean, I do not want Danielle Hunter to go at all. I want to see him on the outside rushing the quarterback in this new defense. But if we're going to save some money and they have plans of maybe bringing in another guy that maybe has already played in the 3-4, maybe can get after that quarterback and we get one huge ass haul, I would just be okay with it. I'm still not going to be excited.
Well, it's so tricky because he's so damn good, but he does have 2 years of, injury-shortened seasons or no season at all. That has to be factored in as well. So it's not just cut and dry. You're not just going with this player who's amazing. But, yes, you can see it through his pants. Ed guy, he doesn't wear underwear just like you.
You can wear underwear. You can still see it.
Oh, my God. So I think that's what makes it a little trickier. I mean, what is he worth? He's probably worth a couple first-round picks. He's worth a giant haul, but I don't know if you're going to get that. Like I said in the video we did Saturday, I think I settled for a first and a third. I would take. Maybe you could throw some players in, but now
I'm pretty sure you said 2 firsts and a third.
No, I mean I was pretty buzzed up.
You said 2 firsts and a third.
I was sure I said first and a third.
No, I was shocked. I was shocked what you said.
But you look at now, Darius Smith signed with Baltimore. Chandler Jones went to to Las Vegas. You got Von Miller signing with the Bills for $1 million. Whatever, $400 million at age 42, whatever the hell he is. So the market's all of a sudden very, very thin. So there's not like there's someone who you can go and get that's going to even give you half the production at this point.
Lorenzo freaking Carter. Bring him home. We'll see. Danielle Hunter, I mean, if they're talking about it, it's a legit source. Where there's smoke, there's definitely fire, and that scares the living shit out of me. But we'll
and what's scary about it, if you let him go and you got these cornerbacks where Cam Dancer is one of your starters and Chris Boyd right now, and you have no pass rush, I mean, that's horrifying. That is horrifying.
It is horrifying. Very, very scary. Hopefully they still have some things up their sleeves. There's still some decent free agents out there. Patrick Peterson's all over the place saying he wants to come back to the Vikings. It's in our court. It's surprising they haven't taken him up on that. Something tells me it might be at a decent price, but who knows?
Burstig, hell yeah. This one's for Razor.
What?
Hey, yo, that's Razor Ramon.
Oh, all right.
Hey, yo.
But bad guys do.
Bad guys do. Bad guys do. All right, what else are we talking about here? So, is it fair that everybody's pissing and moaning? A lot of people are pissing and moaning. Is that a valid argument?
I don't know. I mean, we pretty much talk. I mean, depends on what you're expecting, I guess. I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair because if it was the same coach and we just brought a new GM, which I mean doesn't really happen very often, but we got a brand new coach. Let's see what he does with these guys. Maybe they have a very solid plan. Maybe it'll completely backfire, but we won't know until they actually do it. I mean, the Sean Mannion thing, yeah, fine.
Okay, that's the one that pisses me off.
That fine, yeah, that's just stupid. I mean, bring somebody else in, but they haven't even brought him back yet. I'm not gonna even let that pull a butthole hair until it actually happens.
I mean, it could be worse. We could have just signed Schlattman and Munt and have the Sean Mannion rumors. That would be very, very bad.
Be worse.
It would be very, very bad.
Be worse.
Yeah, the Sean Mannion thing, I just don't like. I don't get it. I don't get why he's in the league. I don't get why.
Being nice. Maybe we definitely think about bringing him back. They would have brought him back. He's free. I mean, he would already be here.
No, he should have been the same call that they gave to Dakota Dozier, just on the speaker.
Can you patch in Sean Mannion, please? This is not going to be good.
Let's just kill two birds with one call here. All right, so who are we most excited about? Harrison Phillips, Jordan Hicks, Austin Schlattman, or Johnny Munn, or these new players? Which one excites you guys the most?
Which one gets that purple blood pumping? Matamidi? God, I hope so. I really hope so. Sorry, back to Vikings.
Yeah. What free agent signing we got you most excited?
Most excited about? We got a Hicks. Ed Guy Rocks is excited about Hicks. Yeah, it's Patrick Swayze thinks the signing will even piss off Sean Mannion's family. None of them. Frank is holding strong.
He is most.
Hicks. Phillips looks like a Viking. He does. He looks like he could just.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Looks like the hammer.
Things. Sways is not excited about Phillips. I love Phillips because he's coming off that contract. He's young. He's good. I mean, Pat Williams from the Bills coming off that contract. Boom. Not going to try to compare him to that, but
yeah. It's for me, it's Jordan Hicks, just because I've wanted this guy for a few years now. I mean, you look at his production the last 3 years, it's been absolutely crazy. He can cover a lot of ground. He can cover as well as just attack the football. He can create some pass rush. So love Jordan Hicks, but I actually, so I'm going to go with him. But Harrison Phillips, I won't be shocked a year from now if all of a sudden he's my favorite.
Yeah, this is it's a tough one for me. I think I'm more excited about Hicks, but I think Harrison Phillips is going to have more of an impact, if that makes any sense. I think Phillips is really going to help step up this run defense.
Well, and if he does that, it's going to help Hicks. So I mean, it's going to be hand in hand.
Yeah, I think Horrible Harry is going to be pretty damn good. Hicks is going to be that guy that just splashy plays all over the field. Everyone's going to love him.
Like Nick Vigil?
Nick Vigil. He's definitely not signed with anybody yet.
That is absolutely shocking. That is absolutely shocking. All right. So where are we at now? No one's excited about Johnny Munt or Austin Schlottman, huh?
Yeah, paging any Johnny Munt fans out there. Great blocking tight end. Kevin O'Connell clearly loves him.
Well, Walt should stick to the draft.
Walter
needs to stick to the draft.
He's going to be on the show next week, so old Walt will have to ask him about that.
I'll slap him around a little bit. No, Vigil was not good. He made some splash plays and he missed a bunch of tackles as well. I got some Ann Murray playing right now. All right, so let's go to the most controversial subject of them all. Kirk Cousins contract extension. How are we feeling about Kirk Cousins coming back, being the quarterback of this team for the next 2 years? Happy with it? Are we pissed? What do we feel about Kirk Cousins?
Mont is Jelly Monster's guy.
He doesn't know how to spell his name.
It's all right. Don't be rude.
Well, who's this guy?
Hunter to the Cowboys? Makes sense.
Maybe.
No, we're not getting Hakeem.
Because their last names are Hicks? Is that why Matamida?
I like your thinking.
I do too. I love it. Captain Keyman says, what the fuck? Jacob Tobin doesn't hate it.
Kindig. Yeah, the no trade clause is not overly fantastic. I agree with that.
Rolling in, it's a lot more positive. It's more positive than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I figured this was just going to be a complete disaster here. I mean, go ahead.
Well, I just obviously what it did for the Vikings cap was huge. Personally, I just thought the time was now to trade him. You got teams like the Colts who are really, the Super Bowl contending-ish team. Everything else is in place but the quarterback. I thought that would have been a great opportunity to move him. I thought just move him now while you can get something for him. The fact that he's going to be here, I'm fine with it too. Here's the thing with Kirk Cousins. He's such a diverse player. Everybody's split on him, especially on Twitter. I mean, he just gets a lot of heat he doesn't deserve. But go back and look at it last year. How many games will we actually say the reason we lost this football game was because of Kirk Cousins? Was there, 2 maybe? I mean, really. He was our stud of the game so many times. And really, I don't know how many times in those post games did we say Kirk Cousins lost us this football game. You got to factor that in. So we surround him with a coach who believes in him, improve this defense. I think he definitely can be on that Mr. 500. I just have somebody drop about him.
Yeah, there's quarterbacks that get paid more than him that have better teams, defenses. We can't just put that on them. You got to put it on what the previous regime built around him, and what they built around him was a bunch of poop water. Yes, we have some nice pieces, but the defense was a disaster. You can't put that on him. I'm fine with it. I'm really kind of impartial. The comments are saying they had offers They didn't take him. So clearly, I mean, they weren't just looking to get rid of him, or not like we're stuck with him. Sounds like they could have gotten rid of him if they wanted to. They're all in on him. I like it. They cleared up some space. We'll see what happens.
And we shouldn't have been surprised. I mean, Kevin O'Connell's got a framed Washington jersey of Cousins signed to him. I mean, so obviously he loves Kirk Cousins.
If the offer was right, they would.
They would
about Deshaun Watson.
They would have. Well, you got to do your job. You got to reach out and see all options. So, but I mean, I don't think, when they came in here, everybody was just kind of thinking that it was all just, towing the line, saying how they like the roster, saying how they like Kirk Cousins, saying how they're excited about who's here. But again, these moves they've made and everything's showing that that's what they meant, and that's what we're seeing, and everybody's kind of surprised by that.
Oh, Burnsy, we remember that. Was it play calling?
Yeah, that's what I don't know. Was it play calling? I mean, was he stuck with those plays because he couldn't audible because Mike Zimmer was like, "I will fucking kill you."
Yeah, well, we're gonna find out real quick within the first couple of weeks if how bad the offensive coordinator was, or how much bad the game plan was offensively, or if it's just really Kirk Cousins. And I'm really leaning towards we're going to see it opened up.
Well, and let's not forget how many games we come out flying, the offense moving down the field, scoring right away, and then it was, tucking our balls in and hand off twice, and then a 3-yard out. So it does seem like a lot of it was play calling. Like they thought this defense could hold a 7-point lead, and it turns out they couldn't hold a 35-point lead.
Couldn't do it, but he's here, and he is here for a while, so we just got to deal with it and just hope for the best.
That's all you can do. That's all you can really do is hope.
Smiling.
So there is some free agents still out there, and we kind of touched on this a little bit before, but who's still out there free agent-wise that you guys want to see the Vikings bring in? If you could pick anybody who's out there as a free agent right now, who would you want the Vikings to go out and sign?
Comments, Treader. Bing, 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 bing. Bing, 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 bing. Let's see him. Let's see those things in the comments.
And while you're doing that, maybe think about signing up for the Patreon if you haven't done it yet.
No, hit up that Patreon. There's a JC Treader. Violet,
Valkyrie. Violet, you're turning Violet.
Valerie. JC Treader.
Gilmore, Akeem Hicks. He still wants Akeem Hicks.
There's PP. We got a PP. Anyone to replace Bradbury?
Oh, we can afford him. The salary cap is nothing but a damn myth. Just like
it's very real. That's why we're signing people like Schlottman.
Playing Schlottman because he's going to have a role.
Yeah. Any corner, Dante Jackson, PP. Anyone that's not old.
And the guys we have been signing aren't old.
Valerie. A lot of Patrick Petersons. Dilly. Yeah.
Bradbury from the Giants.
Yeah, but that's going to be a
Ed
trade.
Guy rocks. If I could slap you, I'd slap you right now, right in the dick. Slap him in the dick.
It's really graphic.
Zarius Smith has signed. He's a Raven.
Sorry, Frank. Bursted your bubble.
Yeah, no, Jim Morrison, that's a great point. I mean, we haven't been overspending. I think that what we've paid has been great. It's been actually anything. It's been value.
Yeah,
value shopping.
Think of the Jaguars, how much money they've spent, and they're still going to win 5 games. I mean, they've spent a ridiculous amount of money on some very subpar players. I'd rather spend no money on Schlottman than what the Jags have done.
Well, you look at the roster, and I don't even with all the guys they brought in receiver, I don't see a number 1 wide receiver there. I don't know. It's just not an impressive roster, even after everybody they've signed. So they did get our boy Darius Williams, though. That make me very happy.
There's definitely some very good players still out there. We see the Dante Jackson, Patrick Peterson. There's still some edge rushers out there that are damn good. There's some middle-of-the-road corners like Casey Hayward and stuff. So there's still players.
Edge Guy rocks. Ed Guy Rock changed his name to Edge Guy Rocks because we need to sign an edge.
It's clever.
I would love the Honey Badger. I don't think it's going to happen with just what we have right now on the roster, but
yeah, I think Honey Badger. He's taking his time for a reason.
Oh, I heard that New Orleans Saints was rumored for him.
Who?
Honey Badger.
Andrew Norwell, a guard, is still there. Definitely would rather have Treader over him, but at this point, I'm not going to get overly picky.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's J.C. Treader, and then Billy Turner's still out there, correct? I don't think he's signed with anybody. He can pretty much play anywhere on the line. So, Treader, Turner, give me one of them.
I want. I'm not going to get. Yeah, I want a caliber starting cornerback, and I want a guard that is going to be to the point like a Billy Turner that at least is going to compete with Wyatt Davis, and I want somebody competing with Wyatt Davis that is going to be a very good backup.
Let's not forget Wyatt Davis did play a little bit of center last year too. He was taking some snaps, so maybe that's something they want to work in, try him there too. So we can't rule him out as a potential replacement for Garrett Bradbury either. It is a little risky to throw a lot of faith that Wyatt Davis is going to somehow come out and be something he wasn't last year.
We'll see. We now know what Zimmer feels about rookies, and he probably just hates them. Edge rushers, there's Nick Barnett, Melvin Ingram, my boy Lorenzo Carter.
Nick Barnett has to be like 40-something years old.
No, Nick Barnett is actually a lot younger than I thought. Nick Barnett. Oh, I'm sorry, Derek Barnett.
Okay, I was going to say Nick Barnett. He's been retired, hasn't he? But Lorenzo Carter is interesting because I think he fits the mold of who we've been going out and getting. What is he, 26, 27-ish?
That mold has been replaced. We have a whole new mold. Don't call it Schlottman and
no, I'm saying like from Hicks and Phillips. I mean, Phillips was 26, Hicks was 29. A guy you're going to get still playing decent football and a guy who's not going to break the bank. So I think Carter would fit that mold of what we've seen so far from Kwesi, from the guys, the bigger signings he's gone out and made.
Yeah, Nick Barnett sways up. And Nick Barnett's like 44 years old.
Yeah, I'm going to see when I think he was drafted before 2010, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was a builder for a while. Whatever. So there's still some players out there. That is the point. Top remaining free agents.
Holy shit.
What?
He was drafted in 2003.
Bring him in. Bring him in for a tryout.
We watched that at my house on Fifth Avenue.
All right. So let's see. Free agency so far, we've brought in a linebacker, defensive tackle, and some not great other players. Has this changed our draft strategy yet?
At pick 12, yeah. Has it changed what we're going to do at 12?
Linval, that'd be sweet. Bobby Wagner. Yeah, of course it's changed what we're doing at 12. Jordan Davis, not a chance anymore. We're not going anywhere D-tackle. Same with the linebackers. Devin Lloyd, Nakobe Dean, take them off your list. Ain't happening.
Yeah, I mean, that part of it's changed, but obviously the main target still hasn't changed. I still think it's cornerback, outside linebacker. Then I think a real now possibility, especially don't make any moves, is Tyler Linderbaum at 12. So those are still the top three needs. I think, like you said, it's eliminated Jordan Davis and it's eliminated one of the linebackers, and that's about it. Everything else, I still think, and I think quarterback definitely not an option now at 12 with Kirk Cousins come back for 2 years. They could definitely still go to round 2, round 3 with somebody, but I don't think they're going to do that at 12.
No, I think they're at least a year away from going quarterback. If they're in win it now, they need to get some starters in these first 3 rounds, like day 1 starters in the first 3 rounds. Make it happen.
Yeah, so those, I mean, I think you can just eliminate a few positions, but yeah, Sauce Gardner, I hope he's going to be there. But the more I start reading about Derek Stingley, the more worried I get. That one great freshman year, and then he's just had those injuries. Great. I know it's going to be all about the guy that what's his Durante, that coach we brought in. What his input is going to be huge. If we go Stingley, then you got to know he's giving him the green light and everything's going to be okay. But his upside is beautiful. It's just those last 2 years are horrifying.
I've seen a lot of Andrew Booth, the Clemson cornerback, not only going to the Vikings before. It's not like he's just the last one there. I mean, going before like Sauce and Stingley now. This cornerback group, I mean, I'm getting a little nervous.
Well, with Booth, I love how he comes up and attacks the ball carriers. He's a bit of a gambler, though. He'll kind of try to jump a route. So if you do take him, he would have some good games, some bad games. But I don't hate Andrew Booth. But
he's kind of like McDuffie, though. He's like kind of like the safe, like maybe not the upside, but it's going to be good.
I just think he's a gambler, and I think that's a little risky to take at 12.
Sounds like Bashad Breeland.
Bashad Breeland was just in a different. I don't think he was even there.
He's still available. He's not been signed.
He is still out there. He's definitely still out there. He did something on Twitter. It was very weird.
I think it was graphic. I think it was fairly graphic.
Entering somebody's slot hole.
Well, maybe it was Schlottman. If anybody's signing, by the way, during this, make sure to put it in the comments, even if it's not Vikings related. If it's just anybody and everybody, Let's see.
Micro Mike is in the house. I wonder how he feels with the Lions signings.
They got DJ Chark.
That they got Shark. That's very
butt cheeks.
That was not Cheeks. He was not happy with the quarterback they signed. I can't remember that scrub ass's name.
I didn't know the Lions signed a quarterback.
They re-signed their shitty backup quarterback, Micro Mike.
Okay, we can't give him crap while Sean Mannion is on the cusp.
No, he's not here. He ain't coming here. He ain't coming here.
He
ain't coming here at all. Julio dropped. So yeah, I don't know. I appreciate paying my quarterback Cousins. Holland thanks us.
There we go. Ellis Gregor dropping some. Ooh, Matt Burns. I love me some Woolen. Ginormous monster.
Yeah, what does he have? Like 17 career tackles, though? That's what worries me about Tariq Woolen. From the couch.
Tim Boyle, his cheeks.
Tim Boyle, that's what it was. Tim Boyle. I think that was his tweet. I think it was Tim Boyle, his cheeks.
These cheeks. I mean, I think, yeah. All right. Well, which former Vikings are still available?
Who do we got out there still? Patrick Peterson, Anthony Barr, kind of the two big names. Dakota Dozier needs to find a home. He needs to find one very quickly.
Dakota Dozier's on his own.
Wayne Gallman.
I don't care about that one either. Rashad Hill, I thought I saw some tweets where there actually is some. His agent put something out there where there's possibly interest still from the Vikings.
That's his job to do that, to put that out there.
So at this point, looking at our depth chart, if we brought Rashad Hill back at the minimum, I wouldn't even care.
Let's
go look at our depth chart.
Let's talk a little bit about who we did lose. I mean, Mason Cole stung a little bit there. I think he was someone at most.
A little bit. Mason Cole was a punch right to the Peter parts.
I think most of us thought Mason Cole was coming back to potentially start at center. He goes to Pittsburgh on the first day of legal tampering, which I didn't see that happening. To me, that was pretty surprising. That one did hurt, definitely, because he was one of the few guys I wanted back. Conklin I would like to have back. Not surprised he went out and got money. Has Conklin's money been released yet?
I don't know.
Anybody know? No.
Anthony Barr, I would be, as long as it's somewhat not crazy, I would be fine with him coming back. I would love to see him as an actual outside edge rusher, see what he could do. I bet he could light some ass up.
Well, if you move Hunter and you keep waiting, he may be your best bet come Monday.
Yeah, Rashad Hill did get this way. Is crazy on that. James Daniels, yeah, that's one. Would have been nice to get him. Is that right? 3 years, $21 million for Conklin? Woo, that's even more than I thought.
He earned it. Yeah,
I'd go to the Jets for $21 million. I'd demand a trade in the middle of.
Who would be throwing you the ball though?
Zach Wilson, former BYU quarterback.
You did it.
Exactly. Good for him. Good for the Conk.
It is good for the Conk. Very happy for him. I really wanted Darius Smith too. I mean, just after he tweeted when we got that linebacker from coach Mike Smith, I thought it was going to happen. I thought it was going to be a 1 year deal for like $9 million just to come here and terrorize Aaron Rodgers for 1 year, then go sign a big deal somewhere else. But Baltimore gave him a shit ton of money, and now we don't get to Darius Smith.
That's true. I think we have to pay Barr like $10 million this year.
Yeah, I just saw that too.
So maybe they could bring him back and we'll massage that $10 million.
Just play. Put
a bunch of that in a signing bonus. But as far as the guys that are still out there for Vikings, I want Patrick Peterson back. I want I would take Anthony Barr back unless we got their eyes on some younger edge rushers.
Lorenzo Carter. Now you got me thinking Lorenzo Carter. I'm kind of excited.
Ain't gonna happen.
What did he do last year? Has he done anything?
Well, I'm glad you asked because he really didn't do anything. But the last 5 weeks, I think he had 5 sacks. I think he realized, oh shit, I'm gonna be a free agent. I haven't done anything to get my butt out there.
Has Nick Barnett's agent tweeted anything?
Nick Barnett.
There wasn't even Twitter when Nick Barnett played.
Barnett. That was it. Barnett was on the brain. I can't even get Zach Wilson's name right, so deal with it.
Derek Barnett would be pretty sweet.
Treader or bust. Yeah, I mean, if they were somehow to get Treader, the freezer burnt vanilla ice cream type of free agent we've had so far would all of a sudden turn into a beautiful, fresh scoop of ice cream with some nice chocolate syrup.
I don't know. I'm not going to call Harrison Phillips and Jordan Hicks burnt vanilla ice cream.
No, it's still eatable though. Not like I'm throwing it away.
I mean, if you maybe put like a lot of chocolate sauce on it or something, maybe some nuts.
Jim Morrison, yeah, edge at 12 is definitely on the table. There could be some good players there. Mr. Ojabo.
Well, Jermaine Johnson is definitely somebody. Trayvon Walker is another guy. George Karlaftis, another guy. And yeah, you got a good pass rush. You don't need to have great cover men if they don't have to, cover very long. But I think we talked about this already. I just like the options better early round 2 at the edge position than I do the corners that could be there. So that's why I kind of want to go corner first. But if Sauce is gone and you're not convinced Stingley's the answer, then I think I would rather go with an edge rusher over a McDuffie or somebody else there.
Yeah. I'm all in on corner. I'm all in. Gotta happen. Has to happen.
No, because you can maybe like Akir Elam will be there in round 2. Roger McCreary, somebody like that could still make it there in round 2. So you could be okay.
Average gamer. Choot choot. Welcome aboard.
I love Lorenzo Carter coming out of UNC. He's my boy.
Baker and the Browns are done. Yeah, that's funny. Breaks my heart.
No, you hate Baker Mayfield more than anything. Let's see. 14.5 career sacks
For who?
My boy Lorenzo
Carter. He was Georgia.
Oh, who was I thinking of?
I have no idea.
I swore he was UNC.
I don't know. You can double check that.
I know I see it right here.
No. Sauce all the way. Yeah, everybody's in on Sauce.
Well, I mean, if Sauce is there, it's a slam dunk.
Kind of forcing a pick at 12, but we're forcing it, but also the value should be.
But what if it's not, though?
Well, if it's not, then I'm all. I mean, best player available. I don't care if that's Tyler Linderbaum. I don't care who it is. Their best player on the board.
Oh, shit. That's what I was thinking of. The running back, Michael Carter. No, there was an edge rusher.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Best player available that's not a quarterback or defensive tackle. Boom, boom, boom.
You know what's going to happen, though? We're still gonna draft Jordan Davis.
That would be very confusing. Very confusing.
Let's not.
We draft Jordan Davis. My TV is going through my garage door.
You know what, though? You see it all the time. These teams hit these spots in free agency, and that's still the position they end up drafting in round 1. So
not in a 3-4. You're not going to take two big men in the middle.
You wouldn't think so, but
they won't.
Harrison 0%. Phillips has never been a full-time starter either.
0% chance. They paid him
a rotation guy.
Paid him starter
I'm
money.
Just saying, get it in your hemisphere. Get it in there. It can orbit way on the outside, but as long as it's there.
Drake London, that would.
I've seen a lot of people saying how wide receiver is such a huge need. Which,
hey, if he's the best player on the board, I say take him. I don't care.
I gotta be honest. Olave shot way up my receiver rankings. He might be my number 1 after what he did at the combine and just how good he was in college. And I think he's gonna have a long and productive NFL career.
Well, I like it. I like the way you think. Should we officially start getting out these grades? I mean, I have a feeling they're going to be very bad, but I would love to see in the comments your grades so far for the Vikings free agency, only through really officially one day.
Yeah, I mean, but you can grade what 6 moves, 7 moves if you count Michael Pierce being a move.
Count the Jordan Berry re-signing, tendering Greg Joseph. All the moves so far in free agency. What do you wrap that up in a grade? Okay, not great. Skull Mafia. C minus. Sways, I'm surprised he gave it a D. I thought he was going to be all about an F.
I think we talked him into a D. We've upped his spirits.
Hayden Loomis, B minus.
And I think you got to factor in the Kirk Cousins restructure.
Like we have a new grade on the grading scale. Where the hell did it go? It's gone. I just saw it. It said fart minus.
That might be the comment of the year.
Incomplete. Ellis Kreger. That's fair.
There it is. Fart minus. It was by I just saw. Oh, Mike Hunt. Fart minus.
I don't see fart minus.
It's right below the
There it is. Fart minus.
Fart. I'm gonna go fart plus.
B minus. I got a C.
Everybody keeps blaming Kirk Cousins' salary, but Hunters and Kendricks and Cooks, and they're all just as bad.
Yeah, and just remember, the people who gave him those shitty contracts aren't here.
Mm-hmm.
Kwesi is just dealt that hand, and he knew that hand was dealt when he got here, but you just got to deal with it. Jordan Berry and Cousins upped it. F plus, it's better than fart minus.
Is it?
Yeah, absolutely. Shredder gets signed, goes up to an A. Wow. B minus. Well, Lup, I guess what's your grade?
Well, I got to say, they haven't. Like, I'm not shocked by what's happened by any means. Yes, I wanted to see some more splasher moves. I wanted to see Cousins dealt. I was expecting more of a blow up, but with what they've done, what they've had to work with, I'm going to give it a B. I'm not really factoring Johnny Munt and Austin Schlottman. Those are just coaches signings that I think, fill depth and, again, camp competition. Maybe to make the team. At least they know the systems that are going to be here. But restructure Kirk Cousins. Yeah, whatever. It's fine. I'm not a Cousins hater. I'm not a super big Cousins supporter, but I think he is a damn good quarterback. I love the Jordan Hicks signing, and more I read, more I hear about Harrison Phillips. I love that too. Someone had to go, and first it was Michael Pierce. So I'm going to give it a B. Just a B. Just a dry, crusty B.
Dry hog it. Yeah, I mean, we got two defensive starters. I mean, Phillips, pretty much, cancels, not to say cancel out Pierce, probably a little bit of an upgrade, hopefully, but it's definitely not a downgrade. And Hicks, I can't, having those two middle linebackers, putting Hicks next to Kendricks is just going to be fantastic. I mean, you read everything about Hicks from the Cardinals fans, everything. I mean, he overperformed there. The only reason he got cut is because they got those two young inside linebackers. So love the living shit out of both those signings. The other ones, I am actually going to count them. Damn it, they're on this team. I'm counting them. Their depth. We needed to make those moves anyways. Yeah, it would feel better if it was like 2 weeks from now and they sign those guys, but whatever. They're here. They're on the team. I'm gonna give this a nice. I'm really wavering here.
I don't know
where C plus and B minus, but I'm gonna go B minus because two defensive starters. I'll take it. Not pissed. I didn't. I like you said. It's kind of what I expected, really. I mean, really, I didn't really expect to get two defensive starters yet. I thought maybe one guard and then just some shitty defensive players.
Well, go back and look at those free agent videos we did for each team that was tied into a coach. We didn't exactly have like top line starters. I mean, we were bargain shopping on our own. I love the deals he made. That should be factored in actually what we paid Harrison Phillips, what we paid Jordan Hicks. I mean, you're getting quality players at really good prices, especially when you look at some of these other deals that are going on. So I think that should be factored in. So my B is now not crusty. My B is clean. It is pulsing. It is throbbing. My B is horned up.
Wow. Your B is horned up just like us every damn Wednesday. I was going to say something, but I'm seeing more Kendrick, like Skull Mafia. If we have Kendricks, I can't see any way in hell he's not here. Any way in hell. I mean, if he was gone and Jordan Hicks, Jordan Hicks is still a starting inside linebacker, but I can't see it. No way.
Yeah, no, I don't know why he wouldn't be here. The Vikes cap complacent. Yeah, I mean they're where they need to be. They had to be there today. I think it's by just like a couple bucks though.
Couple bucks. Danielle Hunter's value. Yeah, we talked. We said, it's gotta, I don't know, as much as possible.
Well, obviously they're not getting what they believe he's worth if they are getting trade offers. It's hard to know. Yes. We both screwed up today, Dirk. We had a week off.
J-Ron Curse. I think he hits the Vikings more than anything.
I would love J-Ron Curse back.
Absolutely. Yeah, so would I. I'm actually surprised he's still around. He had a great year in Dallas.
Art Vandelay doing some grammatical corrections. We know he's good at that.
Thank you, Art. We appreciate that as always. Kendricks will be great with Hicks, but defense should be great. Well, we need some cornerbacks.
I'm horrified with the cornerback right now, but we'll see how that shakes out. We got a lot of time to.
Ed Donato will Miyagi this defense into something beautiful. I can smell it, and it smells delicious.
I can't wait for Ed Donato press conferences. That guy was so fun to listen to.
Just I like it.
Thank you for your question. Thank you so much. Thank you. Good question.
They're all being polite now until the shit hits the fan.
No, I think there's already plenty of people not being polite with Kwesi.
I don't see Art's fart joke.
Did he do the fart minus?
I don't know. I don't know if Mariota signed. He's not coming here anyways. We're signing Sean Mannion probably to a multi-million-dollar contract. But there's a grids. We're going to be here hot and heavy watching. I don't care if Schlottman. I don't care who they sign. We're doing a video on him. Be sure to subscribe. Let's get to 7K.
Hey, we got to do our day 3 wrap up here after this. I hope you're not having an early bedtime.
Oh, no. We're good.
Yeah. Thanks for hopping on Horned Up. We are back, and I don't expect us to miss another Wednesday until draft day. We're not going to miss one on draft day. I'm just saying all the way up through. We'll be ready. Every Wednesday we'll be here. Where else will we be?
We're gonna have plans for the draft too. We're gonna absolutely be tailgating. We're gonna be having you guys. We're gonna do an episode where you guys make your picks like we did last year. Tim Voss, good luck beating what you did last year. Ed Guy Rocks was on there. Julian Marker. We had all of our favorites on there. So stay tuned.
Can I put a challenge out to Tim Voss?
Absolutely.
This year he has to crush the can between his butt cheeks.
Oh God, he's probably gonna do that. I don't know if we can play that, but. Yeah, we're gonna. This is our moment. This coming month is gonna be hot and heavy. So buckle up.
You can play the video. I just don't know if we can monetize it.
It's all right. Worth it. So thanks for everybody for hopping on. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't.
Absolutely, and remember this: while you're thinking about Tim Voss and that beer can, the sun is extremely loud. We just can't hear it because space is a vacuum and sound can't travel.